Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Infection Free Zone, episode number 18. We are most of the way done with our Zone 5 inclusion, but definitely not done. The eastern wall is just getting started. None of the towers have even been placed yet. But the north section is totally done. The southern section is nearly done. So we are getting there. We are getting close. And we've, of course, already started incorporating buildings into the more protected areas within the zone. Over the short term, food is fantastic. We have no issues with that. Even though our population continues to grow, we can feed a lot of people for a long time yet. Uh, Weapons is definitely doing great, though of course we are transitioning away from pistols into something a little more major. Sounds like we got a swarm coming in here. Fuel is starting to slowly improve the situation there. We definitely have construction materials, though we are missing wood, and that is what's holding us up currently on this current expansion project. But we do have the other resources we need. It's ammunition that's a real issue, but we're starting to improve that situation, or at least stabilizing that situation, I'd say. As we are virtually out of wood, we're going to put the guard group back on scavenging today instead of building, and have a smaller group actively building. It is going to take us a little bit to get through and catch up on this. Meanwhile, I do have a squad out here trying to collect some of those resources where we lost, I think it was a tower or a wall section during construction. It looks like we do have a group here. That's not one of my squads, so I suppose that's just, unless that's the beginning of the swarm. That might be the beginning of the swarm. Let's go ahead and get... There's only one in each of them, just in case. Let's get them some extra support. I don't trust that this is going to be it.
Ready for action. On my way.
We do have a few people available once again as some projects start to finish up.
Operator. On my way. Receiving. On my way. This house is infected!
Now, the big thing is our other house is infected. We'll find out here real quick. Yes, they are. It looks like we did find... So we've got a swarm that was coming in right up here.
We're under attack! We need backup!
So we're going to bring these groups in together.
We're running out of stock.
We're going to take a house by house. We did take some damage here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and accept that group. And I think we're going to go ahead and pull back. If this group is coming in from the north, we're going to need that protection probably
Going there.
out here at this outpost.
Let's do it. Ready for
So
action.
we're going to put 3 groups right there on that corner. Wow, that was a big jump. That was a big jump. Let's go ahead and max out the scavengers and then put the rest on building. Speaking of, yeah, we're only just keeping up with the wood. The ammo is starting to get somewhere.
Waiting orders. Roger.
And our group that's out scavenging is done. And they're coming back with a lot. I like that part. But this group, it's mostly all food. Yeah, it's nice that they're full, but it's primarily food. They're definitely coming back with a decent amount of ammo, though.
Ready for
And
action.
this group needs to get up. Looks like we got one more tower done. Maybe a wall section. We did get the dismantling here. Oh, now it won't connect to that one. Because it happened in a previous session. Great. Okay, we're going to have to dismantle that one as well. It's so close to done. It's at 95%. That is frustrating. Can we even grip on this other one now, though? Yes. There we go. Alright, finally we have the groundwork for a corner.
Another one incoming.
Yep, here comes the horde. Our swarm is on the way.
We're running out of resources.
Sure, I did tell the guards. Okay, but the guards are still inbound, so this is going to be a tricky start to the night, but we do have that extra support here. The Alpha coming in late.
They're breaking into our building.
They're already inside.
They're trying to get inside.
Big thing is keeping an eye on this warehouse. It is taking damage, and it's taking damage fast. Once it goes down, they're going to be able to come inside with us. The alpha's down. Okay, warehouse is about to go down.
They're trying to get inside.
Oh gosh, there's a second. There's a dog horde with it. Oh, this is rough. And they are now inside. They are now inside with us. This is getting dangerous.
Another one incoming. We're under attack.
Doubles inside right now. We just lost a squad.
Man down.
Lost a second squad.
We need help.
And lost a third squad. All three squads go down. All three squads are down.
Reporting.
Alright, get over closer.
The door won't hold much longer.
A couple of the towers I just switched to combat
They're trying to get
shotguns.
inside.
They got them. Okay, they did get them. But they don't seem to be doing anything. Like, these guys aren't taking any damage at all. And there's still more dogs coming.
Hold much
A
longer.
double swarm. A double swarm has really caught us out tonight. We need to replace our 3 lost squads. Good thing we have numbers, and our materials really aren't going to be in a bad way from this.
We are out of resources.
Ammo! We have no ammo. I'm not sending this last group, but I'll send those 2 squads out.
They've ruined the place. That building is down.
Just lost a second tower, and again, we're not actually fighting them, so this is... Alright, these guys can push
We're
on.
on the move. Receiving. On my way.
We need them together. That's a lot of dogs still coming in, and they're gonna probably kill these guys if we don't, Now they're coming towards us. Remember, they can come straight inside with us, and that's already an issue here.
Inside.
Killed one before they reached us.
The door won't hold much longer.
Killed the second one almost right away, but here's where it's gonna get tricky. 2 squads against 2 dog hordes.
We need help. Man down. Man down.
We lost 3 members of that other squad, so we are definitely taking some casualties tonight.
We're on the move. Waiting orders. Going there.
But we have got to take these dogs on. I mean, the towers don't seem to be getting the job done very well. That was definitely one of the worst we've had. It was a double swarm. Dogs and what did we call them? Zompires? Zompires and a dog horde. Back to back, almost simultaneous. Absolutely wreaked havoc. And one of the problems here is there is no fallback option, right? We don't have other buildings yet, so that one's very unfortunate, but we have a lot of ammunition hidden in there, so I'm going to get these
Ready
guys
for action. Going
inside that building, and of course we need to set repairs on all of the rest of these guys, including here.
there. Reporting. Going
Get them
there.
back where they were, get the others repaired, and it's 2:30 in the morning. We should not be encountering any more danger for tonight, but that was not good, not good at all.
Reporting.
We need to tell them to replace their losses as well.
Ready for action. Going there. On my way.
There we go. Okay. They are at least armed now. Let's get them out there to help that group. Meanwhile, our 2 squads have returned, and they actually took a loss in their latest fight. When they went to that zone, which is where we have the ammo from at the moment, by the way, now. Our, I believe, final research item, we'll check on this in a little bit, but the sniper rifle, we now have enough research available for that, so we're going to get started on it. Things are getting tricky at the moment, and I'm not sure how much longer we are going to survive swarms of this magnitude, double swarms of this magnitude. It's all a it's all a bit much.
Going there.
Squad's heading out for more scavenging. If they got us enough ammo to hold us up for at least a little bit there.
Hostiles
We have
inbound.
not repaired the warehouse
We're
yet,
missing
so
resources.
with the, in fact, none of these northern ones, none of it made it through that day, so we didn't finish any of these projects. Got a little bit of wood, and that was the big task for the day, but with so many things going on, a single wall section has been completed, and that was our day. So we've got to try to survive this night. Hopefully nothing major happens. Now for the addition for Zone 6, this area, the clearing project is nearly 100% done. There are some other things like metal left out there, but the last few buildings are nearly turned to rubble now. So we are going to have that opportunity to get that zone sooner rather than later. But of course, I think the immediacy is this Zone 5. We might not need to even get into that Zone 6. There's a lot of what we have or want here within this 5th zone and the ability to survive, but we've nearly made it through the night. It's December, so it's not yet morning, but no swarm tonight has given us a chance to survive a bit
We're
longer.
running out of resources.
Food. Oof. With 486, apparently food is now an issue. Food is now an issue. We are producing enough meat, so we need to start cooking. We need another cookhouse. I suppose we can set up a cookhouse like right there. It's all a balancing act. There goes the ammunition as we go through the day. Oh, gotta be careful today.
We finished construction. Building complete. Construction complete.
It is a stormy day. It's the only stormy day for the next while. We got one moon night coming up in May. Yeah, I missed that detail. Ammo's been restocked at least, but
They're breaking into our building.
some construction projects are definitely still getting finished. We do have some wood. All of the towers down here are done. So as we go to head into another night,
Going there. Reporting.
not what I wanted.
Going there. Ready for action. On my way.
So we have survived the night. We've got one final wall section in the south. We also have a little bit, just a little bit of damage. With these additional towers, there's definitely a bigger demand. Let's go ahead and repair that one tower. Once we get this set of defenses up, I think I'm going to try to build a second headquarters and see if that expands our squad limit. It certainly might. As much as I've improved how I play the game, and obviously we've made it much further than last time. We are approaching 100 days here.
Sir, we've encountered a group of people willing to join us.
And
Send
more
them in.
people coming in. We're going to accept the group. It's a small group this time. As this northern section of wall is done, I think we're going to be able to start here pretty soon with putting towers down. So we'll plan out the first few towers.
Enemy group approaching!
Not a fan of leaving our teams a little too isolated out here, though. So we're going to have them pull back. Even though we do have survivors to spare, right? If something happens, there's definitely enough bodies to replace any losses that we take.
Grab your guns! The infected are swarming!
And we do have a swarm coming in.
The door won't hold much longer.
It's right there again in the north.
They're into our building.
But as long as they don't,
They're breaking into our building.
as long as I don't have squads there,
They're breaking into our building.
we'll lose a couple towers.
The door won't hold much longer. Infected
There's
are
a squad in
still
a little bit of
building.
trouble again.
They're trying to
The
get
alpha's
inside.
down.
Our building is under attack.
We'll be okay. Last 3 groups.
The infected are pillaging a building.
And we have survived the night. We need to repair that house. Oh, the gate. The gate went down. 2 towers that had just been repaired. And that warehouse did go down. Oh, there's bad guys inside. There we go. Okay, we took them out.
Adaptation done.
Okay, that house is repaired. Those 2 definitely need repairs, but we'll let them be for a little bit.
Building work done.
First couple of towers placed here for this side, and we need to get in. Replace this wall section, and hopefully it connects up. It does. Good. It's always a problem when it doesn't. How'd we do on wood? We got up to 89, so we have made progress with all of that. Ammo situation's better, but suddenly food has dropped by 300 in just a few months. We've got a lot of mouths to feed. We did get our other... Okay, and it's producing ammunition. So we did get that next building done. It's just bit by bit, day by day, making a little more progress, this and that. They are inside with us now. We've taken out the enemy. Definitely used a little bit for ammunition. Let's tuck back into the corner though. And let's hope we can get through a night without a swarm, because while this right hand east wall does not need to be done soon, we need to get a bit further with it and with those towers and start wrapping that thing around. It's happening a little slower than one would like, especially as we've really started to expand out, push out into into this area more and more.
This is Chief. Swarm incoming. Get ready.
4 a.m. announcement of another swarm. It's definitely not going to hit today though. It's not a lot, but we definitely did get some wood gathered a lot faster than we've been building. So I'm going to go ahead and switch our focus to a little more building today. See if we can get a bit more done. At the same time, we're going to try to get in here and take out this last horde that showed up late in the night. Might get that last research done today as well. Things are going pretty okay for us.
Horde inside.
There we go, took care of them real quick. I think we can occupy the warehouse once again. It's nearly done. It should be done today. Cookhouse might get done today. We definitely have tons of grain and the meat. It's just the food's not quite keeping up.
We finished construction.
Yeah, a couple more wall sections are done.
Building
That
work
tower's
done.
done. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. So guards off of the towers, builders is maxed, so the extra is going to scavenge. Research complete. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. We have all of the med stuff done. All of the communication. All of the chemistry. Now all of the arms production. All of the construction. And all of the food. We are 100% done with research. And we've done it on day 97.
We finished construction.
Ammo situation is improving. Fuel situation is rather stable. It's suddenly that food, yet again, that is becoming our problem. And despite all the change of focus to go more heavily in the direction of construction today, our wood situation actually ended up improving by about 50 over the course of the day, even with less people on the task. So that's obviously a helpful thing, but we're damaged in areas. We've got repairs to do. We've got more towers to put in, and I think we can absolutely select the next couple of towers for the beginning of construction tomorrow as we continue to move down that line. So we'll add in a few more fortified towers down here. don't think I need to cover this area as heavily because this is not our permanent zone. This is going to be an interior zone eventually, so a couple more towers along there. The cookhouse is done, so we'll switch that to using meat. Now that this bottom corner is also done, we need to make another warehouse out of this bottom one so you have ammo supply. The latest horde comes in on this north side yet again. We are down a couple of towers and a gate. The wall protection certainly is better than it was, but we're going to lose those wall sections pretty early on. We need to get our support out
They're breaking into our building.
to be able to fend them off when the time comes. I'm still missing a couple others. Let's get them go help as well, at least one of them anyway. Or how about all 4 squads? They're already inside on us, so... but as we're just getting the edge of it, I think there's enough room for them to be able to come in, and they can quickly deal with anything that's down this side. But we're taking damage here that we certainly don't want. We have no support on this right-hand side, so we need everybody to deal with these guys accordingly. This alpha is dangerous, but the door is right there. Get everyone get inside and then deal with that alpha. There you go. Okay, north side's clear. Now we just have this big section that's wiped out 5 towers. So let's get everyone collectively. We don't want to be outside and exposed, but we need to be able to deal with these guys. That's a lot of them. This is dangerous. Yeah, they're inside with us. They came straight for us. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. No, running for it's not going to do any good. We're about to lose. We're about to lose this entire group of survivors. Yeah.
We're losing men!
Yeah. Lost them all. Trying to not let that horde wipe everything out.
They're breaking into our building. The door won't hold much longer.
Replacements are easy enough, but it's just this problem of them just coming in frickin' destroying everything and us not being able to do anything about it. For one, I need the additional squads. Like, this is not not going well. It's one group. With the 4 of them, they'll take them out very easily. We're going to take out these 2 because there's no protection for it, and then we'll go take out these 2. There's towers for those guys. There you go. It's not one thing, it's 10 others. The horde's dealt with. Alright, this warehouse is going to be repaired quickly. At least.
Let's do it.
Building adapted.
Oh, we lost these 2 buildings as well? Come on. 3 buildings. I never even saw this one get attacked, or that one for that matter. This one definitely did, but it's just... We're at that phase, folks. Apparently getting past day 100 is tricky.
Let's do it. Reporting. Going there. Receiving. On my way. On my way. Reporting. Let's do
Building
it.
work done.
These towers were so very nearly done. There's a lot of resources just sitting here now and can't
Building
even...
complete.
Send them in.
Replacement survivors. Okay, we do have a few towers at least that are fixed, repaired, or built. The gate's repaired. All but 1 tower is repaired in the north. So we are back up and running defensively in the north. The east wall has definitely pushed on further, but none of the towers are ready. Of course, we lost the 3 that were nearly ready. We're most of the way. I mean, well, it's halfway. Actually, the wood, the raw material doesn't take long. It's the bricks for the majority of it. We still haven't finished the towers down here either. It's actually not even close yet. We did just get the warehouse done. None of the repairs here are done yet. They all got maybe a quarter to a third of the way through today. Still need to repair these two houses. But we got somewhere, and we certainly have a wall to protect, but that wall's not going to stand long. There's a lot of support here, but I do fear this spot and leaving it alone. However, at the same time, as we left the area vulnerable, a bunch of stuff got destroyed and became problematic to try to replace. So, makes materials a bit more of a premium. I feel like I need a bigger network of stuff around here. More towers behind it, etc. I don't know. I don't know what all it needs, but if we are a little too vulnerable out here like this, so we need to pull back.
Going there.
So
Receiving.
we'll get a couple at
We're on the move.
HQ.
Reporting.
We'll get one up
Let's do it.
there,
Waiting
and
orders.
we'll get one down here, getting our trucks ready to go out again. As we just had a swarm that last night, I think we might be okay sending these two out. Maybe I'll wait until about 2 in the morning. By that point, it would probably be too late for a swarm coming in. Whoa, we got a bunch of survivors. Our numbers are down from where they were. I worry about the food part, but the ammo's getting better. The fuel's still almost stable. And the weapon situation's definitely hanging in there. It's covering as we get towers done.
This is Chief Operator.
Be nice if this wasn't bugged. I'm so sick of that message coming every day. At least it only comes once a day. Negative squad. We're going to have to keep the tower occupied just long enough to take these guys out.
Sir, we've encountered a group of people willing to join us.
We'll take them.
Send them
There
in.
we go. Okay, we got them. Max builders, max scavengers, still not fully taken care of, especially we're short about 40 workers right now with those buildings down, so we need another assignment for wood. I'm guessing that that assignment's almost done. Not quite. I had another assignment down here. It's nearly done. I added one there, and yeah. Gather wood. Over 500 people for the first time. Again, that's a ton of mouths to feed. An absolute monster. We're going to try for the first time to add a second headquarters. The headquarters allows the creation of squads. Provides a shelter. Questionable comfort for all citizens. Like, that just seems like what we've got to do, right? Add storage capacity, add living quarters. More importantly, does it add squads beyond the 6, or is 6 just simply the capacity? Because we clearly need more than this to fend off these swarms.
We're not alone here. Danger close.
These guys encountered a horde, but they're fine. North side is now fully protected once again. Is it just me, or did I lose another tower right here? Once that east wall and set of towers is done, we still have a west wall. The towers are all good, but we need to double up that west wall. East wall is almost completely done. There's literally one wall section left. I think that was the one that had previously been destroyed and was being rebuilt from the ground up. But a few towers are done, so it's not much. But as some of them get close, and especially with the wall sections done and the focus change. Oh, it's a Moon Knight. Oh, that's so helpful. But with the Moon Knight, well, yeah, there's the builders. Yeah, there's still builders outside. Let's turn on all the builders, and then we'll put the rest still on guard duty, just in case. You never know.
Building complete.
Just in case. Checking again. Nothing doing. Nothing new there, but we can go deal with the
Receiving.
random
Going there.
horde right here. We had a big day in terms of progress. The wall is done. We now have a full perimeter wall, other than a small opening between the double wall here and here. But we have a full perimeter wall, and the towers are now wrapped through 2/3 of the east, with just a handful left to go in the center. We haven't seen much come through that way either. So with that project wrapping up very soon, we're going to be assigning this west wall probably in the early hours in the morning. I might pause and do that as long as there's no big swarm that we're dealing with at the time. I think it's also going to be time to repair, check on repairs. Swarm incoming, but the notification coming at 3 in the morning means it's almost certainly going to be too late for today. It's July.
The door
Maybe
won't
not.
hold much longer.
No, that's not the horde. Just realized I need to add an east gate. Something we've not put in yet and is very problematic. The first one we'll put here is along the... we're also going to add one here near the main warehouse on the interior. Alright folks, well it's day 101, and where we were down to 4 something in food, we have 507, so that situation seems to be improving, but the fuel is slowly getting worse, but the ammo's getting better. The weapons are holding up. We only have a few towers to go on the basic perimeter, so Zone 5 is nearly done, and we've passed 100 days. All of the research is done. Things are good, with the exception that the swarms are just getting worse and worse and worse, so survival is getting tricky. Next episode, very early on, we will find out about the new headquarters as it's getting constructed, and we'll be done here fairly soon. It's just waiting on metal, and actually we've run out of metal. Wood had been the problem. Brick had plenty, but as we turned away from creating rubble and collecting the rubble and turned to just going directly for wood, we managed to expend our other resources. But down to just those few towers and the 2 new gates. So yeah, project is virtually done, and we are very, very close. The last section for that big project, that was huge compared to what we had. I mean, this was 4 zones. That was 4 zones and took us a long time to do, and all of a sudden we are about to complete a massive inclusion with this 5th zone. So big difference maker, and room to go into a 6th zone if we want it, but I think we certainly want to acquire some materials first. If that's going to be the case, plan ahead. Do I want to add a second wall north-south? Well, south has a second wall, at least for part of it. We might want to add a second wall, and then we may want to add a second wall here. And I'd say, as far as basically where we're at right now, double this up, because I think the doubled wall is going to make a big difference and keep them out that little bit longer, which is going to make the towers stand and do their work, because the size of the swarms now, clearly they're getting inside every time. They're wreaking havoc on us. We are taking losses that we weren't taking before, but of course, at least at the moment, despite the number of squads we've lost, I think we lost 7-8 squads in this episode alone, times 4. I mean, that's a lot of people lost, yet we still grew by 40. So we are taking in more survivors than the rate that we're losing, and we're definitely keeping them far away from our headquarters. So been okay. We've been surviving just fine on the whole, but it's getting more and more challenging, and at some point there's going to be a night here, and it might seem to come out of nowhere. We're just going to be dead. It's just going to happen. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.